Eh,
Is it
there.
recording?
Recording, I don't know.
Well, that would be key. That would be sort of,
Might be
yeah,
helpful.
yeah, it's recording. All right. It is so awesome to see you.
You too.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Um, Sometime through this call, I will most likely be shamelessly flirting with you. I wouldn't, you know, it's how I roll. Say hi to Carl.
I will.
Cool. But yeah, what's been up, man? I'm at your disposal. So, you have any topics to bring
Woo!
to the table?
I don't know. It's marketing. I'm very interested in that right now.
Uh-huh. Good. I think all artists should be.
I would say that's my next major focus is marketing. The rest, is down. I worked on my website. I moved all of my artwork into collections instead of being from like 2008, 2009, whatever. I broke them all up into different little series. So I'm going to make little branded things like I did for the last show for each series and put them on the pages and whatnot. So
Fantastic.
that's a start.
What's that?
So that's a start.
Oh, it's a fantastic start. Let's take it further.
Exactly.
I'm all about it.
And I wanted
Are
to
you
do
ready?
an online like print super storm of a force of a website for like prints and whatnot.
All right, fantastic. So, kind of focused on the online prints idea.
Yeah, because that's like a really great source of just random income, like besides like the commissions and the painting sales and stuff. That's pretty awesome.
All right. So, I'm going to tell you a little story that I think is going to help.
Yay! Let me grab my book.
Yeah, fantastic.
You know.
Oh, no, it doesn't hurt. Writing things down makes it real.
Exactly. I love writing things down. All right, I'm good. I'm ready.
Get your hands in the clay, or your paint on the canvas, or your words on the page.
Exactly. Get it out somehow. All right.
I'm all about it. Express that. So, okay. So like, I don't know, maybe 2006, or 7. I wanted to put on like I set up an online print store as well for my stuff. I
Yeah.
had like a good partnership with Ed at Art to Canvas going.
Love Ed.
You know, he was all psyched, ready to deliver any prints I needed. So great. And basically, it wasn't a success. So there was something missing. Like, and I set up a beautiful site. Everything looked great. The store was functional.
I totally remember.
Online.
Yeah.
It would keep track of inventory. Tori. It
Sweet.
would do.
I have spreadsheets for that, but the website doing it itself is awesome.
Yeah, it did everything. Okay, I built the most beautiful online store ever,
Yeah, perfect
but
machine.
nobody bought.
Right.
And I don't want that to happen to you. So I'm gonna tell you, like, the mistakes I made.
That's awesome.
All right, it's whatever.
Well, that's
I'm,
how we learn, right?
well, I'm known as a very intelligent human being, and it's like, yeah, well, not that intelligent. So, no, but you're right. Everybody learns in their own time at their own pace, and if my story can help somebody, I'm super psyched to share it. So, um, the site, I was all focused on how can I make money as an artist.
Yeah.
That was like the main question on my mind.
It's a good question.
And it's a great question on so many artists' minds, but it's the wrong question. It will lead you down a really rough path
I hear that.
with no success, because it's not a success question. Okay? Success questions are, how can I provide more value to more people on a bigger scale and touch more hearts? That's a success question.
Exactly.
And if you ask the second question, you will make money. Like, that will bring success. But if you ask the first question, you won't make money because it's not a success question. And I was asking the failure question. How can I make money with my art? What can I do? What actions can I take next? Oh, I'll put up a store and I'll put all my work and heart into it.
I hear you. I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, so you're about to put up a store and like it's your next focus or whatever. Now, it's not to say stores can't work. They can. But it's important to go about it the right way.
Yeah.
So what I did was, like, I put the store on the back burner, and I went and studied a whole bunch of business and success and marketing and selling and all kinds of stuff. And when you're asking how can I provide more value to more people and touch more hearts on a bigger scale,
how can more people have and be able to afford my work, pretty much?
The answer is yes, exactly. The answer is it's not just afford, because see, this is another thing. This is a side tangent, but I'm gonna talk about it because I think it's important, and I think you're gonna really benefit from it. Which is the question of what can people afford. Already, again, not a success question, and it's one I asked too when I was pricing. Like,
well, yeah,
this is like you
want to make everyone like able to be access to your art and have it on their walls. And yeah.
Right. But you don't want everyone to have access to it. The one mindset is a failure mindset. I want to please everybody. I want everybody to be able to afford my art. I don't want anyone saying no. I don't want anybody saying no. But you do want people saying no. It's ridiculous if all 7 billion people in the world said yes. It's even ridiculous if everyone in Toronto said yes. Like, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous.
Right.
Completely ridiculous. Like, people, like, artists tell me they want that. Like, oh, I'd be happy for that, and I want it to reach everybody. But they don't. In their heart, they don't. And if you're honest with yourself, you don't. You just want to connect with your crowd, your people, that portion of the population. And the rest of them will be saying no, because it's not a fit. It's not a match. Some artists cater to the affluent, and they only position their stuff very expensively. And you won't talk to them and say, oh, don't you want everyone to afford it? They will laugh in your face and be like, no. I market my art to the affluent. That's my niche. Others will be like, I send postcards to Walmart. Like, I have the lowest, cheapest art in the world. And I approach those people. Like,
oh, you're right, because I don't want that. I don't want, like, random copies of my stuff. Like, yeah.
You got to target and position yourself. Target and position your brand, the Tori brand. And so these are things to know and think about and focus on before proceeding with your store building. You might get excited about the store building and the action and let me get the online prints going on. I've done that. And you will waste so much energy and get burned. It hurts. It's not, it like...
That's kind of like... Yeah, it's like every time I did one of those, like, art sale things where I, like, marked them down and devalued myself to, like, try to make money as an artist, and then it ended up, like, freaking owning my face.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
I get it, you know, I've done it, I get it. Artists think this way. It's like, no one's taught anybody, and no one's educated anybody, and everyone's ignorant, and no artist really, like, most of them don't know. They have starving artist mentality, and they think, oh, if I change price, that you know, will cause success, won't it?
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't. You just lose paintings that you wish you still had, sort of.
Yeah, and you stop being a match for your real fans. I'm very big on artists connecting and being a match for their real fans. You don't ever see Ferrari or Versace or Gucci screwing around with their brand and starting like, oh, let me just, you can't just get them anywhere. And they don't make, we make a color of Ferrari for everybody. There's not
That's right.
64 colors of Ferrari. It's not like, oh, I want lilac. Too bad. We're Ferrari. There's like 5 colors available.
Yeah.
And you take it and like it or you don't, because they're not interested in appealing to everybody. They're very clear. They have the money. They have the resources. They could easily make more models and more colors.
Just like me.
Sure. And you could easily make more prices and more things and appeal to everybody, but they don't. And they're successful. And Walmart doesn't appeal to everybody. Walmart doesn't appeal to, like, rich Beverly Hills people. Like, they might walk in, but it's not their crowd. They don't target it. They don't spend money or time or resources trying to do that. And I don't want you to spend time or money or resources making a store to appeal to everybody.